Hello students, let's study today about the method of separation, which is hand picking. Now hand picking method of separation is commonly used in our houses. In our daily life we come across number of materials, like ma'am has shown you here a number of materials which are separated by picking up the various things by hand. Now today we will understand that which materials it's easy to separate and which materials are difficult to separate, and why basically we do this method of separation, that you can understand. What are the problems associated with this method also will be dealt with. So let's see how we can do separation by hand. So first we can see that here there are some pulses. Pulses, you can see they are of various sizes, various colors. Like this is your rajma. Then you have got here the black gram. See, this is your black gram. Then here you have got the white one, white pea or chickpea it is called as. It is called as chola in your language. That is, in our local language Hindi it's called as chola. So if suppose all of this are mixed together like this, so what we can do? We can slowly pick up each and every material like this. One by one we can separate each and every material. Here I am showing you separation, that is picking up by hand, or we call it as hand picking method. So in hand picking method, actually you can see as my material is this much or my pulses are this much in amount. So it is taking some time to separate these. But because particle size of this rajma is different, your black gram is different, and your chola size, particle size is different, plus colors are also somewhat different, as you can see here. Here I have separated this black gram, it is black or brownish in color. This rajma is having some variegated color, means some base is actually somewhat different and light in color, and it has got some lines on it. Chola, you can see chola is having somewhat whitish color or cream color, you can see. So as colors are different, plus sizes of the particles are different, their shapes are different, so it's very easy to do a separation of this type. So I have separated here little amount of chola, I have separated the black gram, I have separated some rajma. So it was easy to separate these three pulses which are mixed together, and the total amount of these pulses is only this much. So it will take about 5 minutes to separate these pulses and then to cook them separately, because if we cook them together, their amount of cooking may be varying, means the amount for which they have to be cooked will be different. So, and their taste is also different. So our food or whatever we will make, it will become a mixture. So if we want to get different dals, we have to cook them separately so that they get cooked easily, and we can eat each and every dal separately. We can have the taste of each and every dal separately. But some pulses are sometimes cooked together while making a mixture of dals, or while making some khamand or dhokla, they are mixed together and then they are cooked. Now you can see here there is a mixture of some pulse which are varying in color. You can see there is some salt added to this. Then there is, you can see this is your gram, and then here you have got your masoor dal. This is your masoor dal of pinkish in color, and your gram is somewhat yellow in color. Now gram, you can see gram or chana dal you call it, it is having somewhat bigger size compared to this masoor dal. Masoor dal sizes are small, so we can easily separate them again. We can separate them like this, we can make it, but this salt is very small. in size. Particles of salt are very small in size. So what we can do, we can put the this chana dal like this. Then this masoor dal of pink color separately like this. Chana dal is here. This dal is here. Masoor dal is here. Okay, students. So this method of separation is also easy because we can do it easily by hand, and if we take less amount of material here or less pulses are mixed together, then this will happen faster. Now let us come to some other things, some other methods of hand picking or other contents we can separate by hand picking. Like suppose this is your rice and this is your moong dal. Now they are of different colors, so if they get mixed together we can separate them even though their particles are smaller in size. As particles are smaller in size, so they will take more time to get separated. Now similarly I have got here different type of you can say there is cashew nut. These are actually dry fruits. Cashew nut, almond. Then I have got here this one. There are some makhanas also with me. I can put some makhanas also. This is your brown colored chironji is there. Then your elaichi is there. Now you can see as their particles are of different size and colors are also somewhat varying. Means this one is having somewhat cream color. Your kaju is having cream color. Elaichi is of green color. Your almond is somewhat brownish in color. Then your chironji is also light brown in color. Your makhana is white in color. So they can be easily separated. Their colors are different. Their sizes are different. So they can be separated easily if they are mixed together. Okay. So by now you might have understood that hand picking depends upon the particle size and particle color. Substances which are mixed together, their color and their sizes. Some other examples also ma'am will show you. Like here you have got fruits. Various variety of fruits ma'am is having. Mango. There is one papaya. Then there is a mausambi. Then ma'am is having, this is your melon. Then your banana. Now what happens in a fruit seller shop? All these fruits come together. Sometimes they come in separate boxes, otherwise they'll be together. So what is his job is, before the customers come, he segregates them or separates them, as you have studied in your last chapter, sorting of materials. So he does this sorting by hand picking. Like bananas he separates out, then he keeps his papaya separate, then his muskmelon will be separate at one place, his mausambi will be at separate place, his mango will be at separate counter it will be put. So that when the customer comes, he can easily pick up the separate fruits or whichever fruit the customer wants. He will pick up that particular fruit for eating or for buying. And same way the seller can pick up that particular fruit and sell easily or measure it easily to sell it to the customer. So it saves time and it saves energy, and this type of hand picking is very easy because you can see the colors are different of these fruits. Colors are varying and particle size or size of these fruits are also different. Somewhat shapes are also different. Here you can see it is round in shape. This is long, elongated in shape banana. This is also somewhat oval. This papaya is oval in shape. Then your mausambi is also round, but it is a small round compared to this melon size. This is also mango is oval in shape. So their shapes are varying, sizes are different, colors are different. So this type of hand picking is very easy to do. Now we can come to separation of some vegetables. You can see ma'am has kept some vegetables. So this is your kakdi and this is, you can see, elongated in shape, long ones. This is your brinjal. Brinjal is having violet color. So colors are different, shapes are different again. Your beetroot is having a separate shape. You can see beetroot is of different shape and different color. Then your lady's finger is having green color and it is elongated. Then your green chilies. Actually, green chilies and this both are green in color, lady's finger and green chili. But as their sizes are different, so we can easily separate them out. So this is separation of vegetables by hand picking, and which is also done by the vegetable seller, where he separates these materials and keeps them on separate counters so that the customers can buy them easily or select them easily. At home, your mother may be facing sometimes problems like this, like all the cutleries are mixed together. So because their sizes are different, so she can separate them easily like this. It can be separated. This is a fork, this is a big tablespoon, then this is a teaspoon, and this is, you can see, a table knife. So these all can be separated easily and they can be categorized like this into different types. Okay, students. So it's easy for your mother to separate out the cutlery like this. Different categories are made and then it can be picked up if it is kept at different places or in different counters in your kitchen, then it can be easily picked up. Now same way, you may be facing some problems at home, like suppose these are some materials which are related to your cleaning of mouth. So here you can separate them out, like their sizes are different, shapes are different, like this is of red color, then your brush is of different color, your tongue cleaner is of different color, mouthwash is of different color. So they can be also separated easily because their colors and sizes and shapes are different. Then I have got some other materials, like these are some plastic containers are there, and with various contents in them, some plastic and glass containers. So you can see this is a plastic container, these are all plastic containers, this is of glass. So I can separate them by hand picking based on the material out of which they are made, like plastic and glass I have separated. Now based on color, if suppose I want to separate, I can put the green ones together, and this is also somewhat greenish, this white separate and yellow separate. So basis of color also I can do hand picking. If suppose I want to do separation basis on the contents for which they are used, so these are all contain some food materials and these I can separate as medicines. So like this also hand picking can be easily done at home. Then if suppose I have to do separation of these materials, these are daily use materials that you use. So this is of metal and this is also of metal, so I can put the metals together by hand picking. Then this is your sharpener. Sharpener is of plastic, and your lead container, it is also of plastic, so I can put the plastics together. I can separate the rubber by hand like this. Then this is your pencil, which can be separated as wood. Then I can put the crayons together like this. So again you can see their sizes are varying, their colors are varying, their shapes are varying. So they can be, some of them can be put separately, some of them can be put together. Based on their material also I have separated. Based on color also, if I want, I can do this separation easily by hand picking. So these type of separations can be done very easily at home by hand picking. Now here I have got some spices, you can see. This is your coriander seeds and this is your sesame seeds, or you can say this is dhania, this is jeera. Now because they are, you can see, I think clearly, these are round in shape and this is elongated in shape. So based on shape I can separate if they are mixed together. If their color is also varying, so I can separate them based on their color. So this type of separation is also easy. But same thing, now let's come to the problems of this separation by hand picking method. So if their powders are kept here, like this is your coriander powder and this is your powder of sesame. If suppose these two, that is jeera powder and dhania powder, if these two powders get mixed together, then it will be very very difficult to separate them, because they are almost, when they mix together, their color will almost be together like this. I'll show you. Their color will become like this, and then it will be very very difficult to separate them. By hand picking, it's not possible to separate them because the particle size is so small and we cannot separate them out. So that is one problem faced in hand picking method. Then I have got here sand, and with sand I have got salt. Now suppose salt is white in color and sand is brown in color. Their particle sizes are small. Okay, so if they are separate, it looks good. But suppose if this is mixed on this, see, sand and salt are mixed together like this, then you see how much it becomes difficult. How can I separate the sand and salt from this? And that also by hand picking, because the particle size of both of them, sand and salt, particle size is almost similar. Like I showed you two spices, their particle sizes was similar. So it is very very difficult to separate them out. So this is the problem faced in hand picking method, which is generally used in our houses, because the particle size of both of them, sand and salt, particle size is almost similar. Like I showed you two spices, their particle sizes was similar. So it is very very difficult to separate them out. So this is the problem faced in hand picking method, which is generally used in our houses. So hand picking method is useful when we have to separate particles of different sizes, different colors and different shapes. Like in all these cases I had shown you, different sizes, different colors and different shapes. But if suppose their sizes are very small, as in this case or this case, then it is very very difficult to separate them. If their color is almost similar, here size is different of this, so this can be easily separated. But rice and urad dal are mixed together and their colors are almost similar and particle sizes are also very small. So it's very difficult to separate them by the process of hand picking. So I hope students, today the process of hand picking is very very clear to you. So you can do this at your home